Good night of Shabbos, Parshas Matos Masay. Matos means, can mean many things. It can mean the head of each shevet. It can mean to be centered, a stick, shevet, which is standing, holding firm. It's Shabbos Chazak. We're finishing Chumash Bamidbar. We're also benching the Chodesh of Menachem Av, which is the month of Tisha B'Av, which means the Beis Hamikdash was destroyed, which means that we are going into the next phase of whatever is happening, whatever we're evolving to, we're going forward, we're going further. It's also, we are in the Bein HaMetzarim, the 3 weeks before Tisha B'Av are the Bein HaMetzarim, which means in between, Meitzar, in between, like the image that works best is like surrounded, in between two doors. You can't go out, you can't go in, you're forced to go inward, forced to see yourself, to be with yourself, to get into silence, to notice, to take accountability. And once we take accountability, then that's chazak, it's strong. That's when you get to see yourself, you face yourself, you can't run away anymore. And then comes in Chodesh Menachem Av. We are also, the month of Tammuz and Av are, as the Bnei Yissaschar points out, one is for the eyes, and the month of Av is the ears, which is seeing and listening, Chachma and Mina, right brain, left brain. Really, in this case, the eyes are Chachma, because with the eye we can see, we see stuff that we don't understand, because you can see anything. How many things do we see and don't even know that you saw it until you bring your attention to it? Which means that the eyes have a koyach, it has the power to bring something that is believable, limitless, infinite, to bring it into finite. And it's brought down in Chassidus that until you see something, it is still unbelievable. It's time. It's limitless. It's infinite. The minute we see something, we bring it into focus. That's when we bring it into gvul. We bring it into limitation, and that's when we are able to ground it, and that's where it gets created. You can meditate on this deeply, and you can basically almost go anywhere with this. Which means that in my life, you have the ability to create any type of possibility that you are creating. Not you can, I'm sorry. We are creating whatever is in life. We are creating it. We're bringing it into focus. And whatever you see, that's what you're creating. That's, the scientists have done a test on this also, that it's some sort of whatever they were seeing, that's what, that's in quantum physics, there's a whole spiel in that. Whatever they imagined, that's what they saw on the other side. So, Bein HaMetzarim, surrounded, that's when they started circling around Yerushalayim. So we are right now playing, that same thing is playing out right now once again. It played out first in physical, and now it plays out all the way down to the bottom, the way it's playing out right now in an emotional play. And the framework is set up emotionally that whatever you see, whatever you focus in on, Now, once you bring the attention to self, because we are surrounded, it's bein ha-Mitzarim, that's when you're able to start making the change. So, ish ki yider neder l'Hashem, o yishava shua lesser Israel nafsha. If a person makes a neder, he ties himself down. He says something. You lock yourself up into, and Isser nafsha means he ties himself into something. It's a knot. Isser is a knot. That is the bein ha-Mitzarim, where we have the opportunity and the ability to see where the knot is, because we are it's a month of Gevuras. The luchos were broken in this month. It's a month of Gevuras. It's a month of the eyes. It's hot. Tammuz is the hottest month. The sun is Chachma. It's also for the eyes. Which means that we are activating to see beyond of what you understand. Because if whatever I understand, I'm still limited to what I can make happen. But if we go into the eyes, which is Chachma, I can see something that I don't even understand. You're standing in front of the beach and you're looking at miles and miles of water. You have no clue what you're looking at. You don't even know how to process that. Just the tip. The way to process it is to just release everything, because whatever restraint, whatever knot we have, whatever Isser and Neder we have in our brain, whatever we're spinning on, going over and over, it's small-minded. Klein Keppeldik, Moichem de Katnas. But if I look into the endless flow, the openness that releases everything, looking up into the sky, there's nothing to process. It's Chachma. It's just a form of detoxing and letting go, releasing. So we are, in the 3 weeks, we are building the Beis HaMikdash. What is the Beis HaMikdash? Our Beis HaMikdash. Seeing, focusing in, bringing into focus, and creating what you're seeing, because what you see is what you create. When you scan with your eyes, you go on the street, you scan with your eyes, you see a lot more than what you're really processing. You only process what you bring into focus. The rest is not there yet. What does it mean it's not there yet? Which means that it has no effect on you. You didn't create it. It doesn't bounce off. It doesn't come in to your focus, into your field, in your energy field. It's not in your magnetic field. It has nothing to do with you. Once I zoom in on it, that's when I create it. But we are trapped in our minds in dream state. Trapped that I only create based on what I know. But now that we are surrounded and the walls are being broken down, so we are letting go of all the knots. We're letting go of all the whatever we are tied into by generational pain, generational judgments. We're letting go of all that by becoming mindful of it. And right after that, once you have matas, you go into masay. This is when the masahs, the mem-based masahs, the 42 different, as we traveled in the midbar, there were 42 masahs, 42 different places that we set up to where we were just, that's where we stayed for a period of time. Membase is Shemab, which is also Ana B'Koyach, which is, Ana B'Koyach is, we say Ana B'Koyach every time we want something to go up. When we want to take the tefillas, we want to send it up. It's a form of, cedar. It takes up the prayers, it takes up the tefillas. It's a very powerful tefillah. And understanding that, and this is brought down in all this farm, that each and one of the masas, every place was connected another thing. Every place had tremendous light and opportunity of evolvement and evolution and staying connected to the oil and to the light. But there was also a scandal going on because the Isser, the nether, got interfered. Whatever happened in the midbar, the slightest move that happened in the midbar, it's playing out right now. It's just it starts from there. It goes from the big to the small, from the cloud to the prat. So one turn over there is 10 years of work over here, and this is what we're dealing with. So it's all connected. But by going in the masas in each and every one of your travels, now we're going back to the basics. If you tap into each and every one of in your journey, every one of the turns that you're making in your life, to find the opportunity within that, the mystery, to find the mystery, to find the mysticism in it, the secret, through whatever method you use, by mindfulness, his boniness, his bodiness, breathing, talking, learning, Torah, mitzvahs, whatever it is that you're doing, we're connecting to the etzem of it. We're connecting to the purpose of it. And we already know how to do this, and there's a resistance, so we have to keep going over and over again. But this is the time where in the 3 weeks is tremendous opportunity of revelations, of seeing, of feeling, of really connecting to. It's almost like the roughness, the physical of the body is almost, it's soft. You can see, you can go, you can connect, you can see it, you can connect, you can let go. Now the Beis Hamikdash was charav, it was taken down only for us to be born. Mashiach ben David was born on Tisha B'Av. I think I saw that. I'm almost positive. I for sure saw it, but I just wanted, in case I didn't. Mashiach ben David was born on Mashiach ben David was born on Tisha B'Av. That's why Rebbe wanted to take away Tisha B'Av if it falls out on Shabbos, and then it would be forever gone. But it wasn't time yet. So this is where we're heading. This is where we're heading, and getting, letting go more, releasing, letting go, purging, and ultimately the way out is by activating more positivity, activating more light, not paying so much attention to what doesn't really matter. As long as you're holding on to what doesn't matter, you're feeding it, you're keeping it alive. The minute you let go, when the pressure is coming at you, somebody's pushing, the minute you loosen your push, you get yourself out of it. While you're pushing back, you're creating resistance, and then there is a standoff. There's a standoff and everybody's pushing, and you're staying locked into a battle that doesn't really matter, and it's really comical. It's really a joke. It's really funny. How many projections, how much of the pain and the noise we are responsible for. We are creating it, and you can simply just slide yourself out of it. You drop down, get out of it, and move out of there. And that is the Hayinik Achomim, which is that it's almost like we have these, forgot the name of it, you put on these the goggles that they have, that you're able to see and play these games, the VCR, not VCR, whatever it's called. You play the games when you put on, and you have this 3D vision image comes up. We're wearing these glasses. It's like a helmet, and we're creating a movie by shutting down the eyes, because Tammuz is the month for the eyes, by bringing back the energy, bringing back the koyach to yourself. you're shutting down the movie and it collapses. And then you can light up and start seeing something else. Start bringing into focus your reality, a new reality. Most of us don't know yet what the reality is, because what do I even want? I know this is not good, but you already know. You've learned, you've listened to enough. For those who have, for those who are new to this, well, it's time to start. By simply, instead of paying attention to my nose and the negativity, start paying attention to the positivity. Start paying attention to where does it feel good. And of course, it's through high conscience stuff, immediately pulls everything out, which means as follows, that Shabbos heals. We're going into Shabbos. Shabbos heals by simply going into a Shabbos mode, shutting down, going into silence, where something else happens. Something turns on in the brain. You're able to start Shabbos Kehima Koira Bracha. It's the makar of all the brachas. What does that mean? If I keep Shabbos, then I'm going to be rich. What does that really mean? What it means is that when you go into Shabbos, you have an opportunity to shut down your brain. When you shut down your brain, the whole monstrosity that you built and you're holding on to, this whole pism and ramses of the illusion of the problems and all that, you're shutting down, and that it's almost like a laser beam that just shuts down. It can't hold, because we are feeding the clipper, we're feeding the other side. It has no chiyus on its own. So it's feeding off of whatever we're giving it. As long as I think of it, I'm keeping it alive. Shabbos is a time where there's really an opportunity, because it's a structure. During the week I have stress, and the noise is very loud, and one builds on the other, so automatically it's almost like squeezing a toothpaste bottle from the bottom. And automatically you're pushing to the top that I can't get out of my own head, and I keep spinning about stuff, and the mind is going over and over again. But Shabbos, since the whole base and everything is shut down, so everything collapses. The whole system goes down. All this very smoking mirrors of laser lights, which are going in all different directions, building from one on top of the other. Everything gets shut down, and there's only this. We're lighting the candles, and then comes in this peace and the refuah of Shabbos Kodesh. It's white. It's soft. So yeah, have an awesome Shabbos. Shabbos Mevarchem, Chodesh Av, and continue on your journey of the Membes Messiahs, because we are going home. We're going into to our land, Eretz HaKodesh, Tzion, into your heart. The heart can't be broken. The vessel of the heart is broken, not the heart. The heart keeps beating. Good Shabbos.